What's up, guys and gals, to the next episode of Fallen London. I'm sorry, not Fallen London, Sunless Sea. Oh my god. I'm getting my terminology all mixed up here. We're going to be launching off today and heading for Withers as we did in the previous episode to deliver a port report. I'm hoping we get there a little bit rapidly because seeing as we've done this already, I don't really want to waste too much time doing it. I will be attempting to avoid all of the fights along the way. However, we will be stopping off at Hunter's Keep in the hope of getting our terror slightly reduced. And I'm sure we'll have nightmares like right after that, but you know what, we gotta try. If we don't try, how can we ever say that we at least put our best foot forward? So off to Hunter's Keep first. We'll have dinner with the ladies here. We will coax them out with news of the recent world, and then we'll go all the way up to Wizards. We'll take care of that, and I think in the next episode or so we'll probably go out exploring, because I don't want to bore you guys with too much of the nitty-gritty of just wandering around and fiddling with things. I mean, making money is fun and all that, but I don't want to spend too much time in this series basically doing the same things over and over and over again. And so they're not receiving visitors. We'll reconnoiter the island. We'll use the news to coax them out. And then we'll have lunch with the happy one. And so we've lost 46 hunger, we gained a supply, and we lost 10 terror. So now we're only nervous. Lovely. I suppose I'll take nervous over horrified. Still, it seems as though these people would have just horrible tummy problems all the time. At the moment, we are taking people up to the tomb colonies, which should be fairly entertaining. We've got a ship coming in. I think that we should probably fight with him just to make a little bit of extra cash along the way. And so we'll go ahead and engage him. I didn't buy any new equipment, but I did take a look. It appears as though you can equip 2 guns, a light, an auxiliary, and some other things. With the 2 guns, we could actually raise our irons up to almost 60, but it would cost us about 500 to 600 of our echoes in order to do it. And so I don't know if that's going to be an I don't know if it's an investment that I really want to make right now. It may be a little earlier for us to be making that decision. However, if we wanted to make our money through piracy and bothering other people, a wild salvo? The hell was that? I've never even seen that ability before. It did 1 damage. That's less than threatening. When you fire a BB gun at us over the deck. Just bounced right off. Send her home with a prize crew. And so we lost 2 crew. We were fortunate, and we get 1 to the victor goes the spoils, as always. Which is fine. Let's be back on our way. I don't want to do that too much while we're up in and over here, but I do think that if we can take 2 or 3 ships each time we're in this area, and I think our hold is full right now. It might be. We can illuminate them. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll just fight the bats since we don't really have a choice. This is where we're eating up a whole bunch of time right here. Is where we're just sitting around fighting things that are really tangibly no threat to us. It's... sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta do it. It's not the optimal way that I would hope that things would come out when I'm on camera. But at the same time... you takes what you gets, I guess. And so with 2 salvos, it only took us 1. Good. And so we will gather up the corpses and throw them into a pot. Yeah, that's what I thought. I had a feeling we were full up. It's the tomb colonists. We'll just throw those into the sea. It doesn't matter. And now we're at a standstill again. Can I outrun that bat swarm? No. Damn it. I hate fighting all these mundane battles that serve no purpose. Oh well. It's kind of like when you're playing Pokemon and you go back to like one of the lobby areas and you're still like walking through the grass and you still get attacked by things that don't even matter and you're just like, oh my god, I just want to go from one place to the other. Why? The exact same thing. If I were still stocking up on supplies, I would care about this, but our supplies are looking pretty decent at the moment. And so there it is. Another group of bats destroyed. Alright, and we'll dispose of the corpses. We lose a terror, and we'll keep on flying. I would really like to be in the light of that ship for a bit, if they will allow us, and then we can make the jump into here, which should give us a few minutes of relative peace by comparison to the rest of our journey where we shouldn't be accruing any terror. I'd really prefer to keep our terror as low as possible while we play, just because those nightmares are really, really problematic. Part of me wonders if you can just hang out right here and reduce your terror this way, although it does seem to be a bit grindy. It might be worth an attempt. I mean, you could just hang out in the port right here where there's no risk to you of gaining anything. It'll take a while, but if you really, really, really need to get your terror down, why not do it? If you know what I mean. If you can get a reduction of 5 or 6 right here, you're saving yourself a good investment of maybe 60 echoes. And so I suppose we'll have yet another problem with the dangling rodentry, the dangling rodentia. The bats are like, we'll show you, dangling rodentia. But no, you will not, bat, because I just shot you with the cannon, because we are that precision-oriented on this ship. And so we'll reduce our terror by 1 more. Our terror is now at 35. Shouldn't it be at 34? 35 minus 1 is 34, as far as my math skills go. I think I'm pretty right there. I kind of want to recruit him and see what we get. It's expensive, though. It's very, very expensive. Let's go to the shops, and we'll sell off some of this mushroom wine. Make a little bit of cash. Not much, but it's better than nothing. And then we can also get rid of some of these tomb colonists, and I think that's for the first time we're up above 1,000 echoes, which is nice. They'll take recent. Yeah, I already knew about these, but I think I'd rather hold on to them, because like sometimes you get weird, obscure events where they're just like, hey, we have this thing, and if you have one of these, you totally succeed automatically. And I always feel like an idiot after I trade them in for just echoes when I go places. And as I say that, I'm still tempted by the 27 echoes right there. But that seems like a very, very Sunless Sea thing to say. I am tempted by the 27 echoes. We'll explore Vetter Blight to get ourselves something. Oh, we got a withered garden. That's disappointing. Oh, it gave us 15 fragments, though, so we gained a secret. We gained another Tale of Terror as well. Dead fir trees have carpeted a little park with old brown needles. A little group of tomb colonists stands around another lying on a bench. Unexpectedly, you find yourself reminded of physicians and midwives at a birthing couch. The colonist on the bench, he's old and withered to sticks, groans horribly, though the fir needles deaden the sound. Something moves in his chest like a sea creature surfacing, or a butterfly breaching a cocoon. The other colonists spot you and close ranks around him. Stay back, Silkskin, one hisses. This is his breaking out. Your time will come. There's a kind of rapture in her voice. Brutal. It's pretty metal. I actually gather gossip was what I was looking for right there, but since we got a little bit out of it, it's okay. I'll probably try and fight more. Now that this has been going on a little bit further, I do feel a bit boldened by the fact that I think we should travel up the coast. I think I mentioned that the last time we did this. So let's go up the coast. We're going to gain a terror right there, unfortunately, because it takes so long to come about. But if we go up the coast, I think we serve to gain a little bit less terror along the way. Because we'll hit... Actually, I want to cut straight north right here if I wanted to be the most efficient about it. Make sort of like a bracket, almost. If I had to draw a correlation to my keyboard. So up we go. Obviously, God, we're going to go up above 50 again. Every single time. Oh, well, what can you do? Ah, we made it. Awesome. I want to fight one of those lifebergs, but not until I buy some new guns. So I'll wait until we get some new guns. I think we can get rid of our Tales of Terror up here for cash as well. So I may do that, considering we've got a pretty good fistful of them. I do want to explore to the east of right here, so I think our next episode is probably going to be an exploration episode. I may go in between episodes and make 5 or 6 runs down to Godfall to see how much money I can make, and then we'll resume the next episode. But for the here and now, I think that this is all that we're going to accomplish today. Is we'll probably do like a wither run. We might make it back down to the Cumaean Canal if we really hustle. And so we'll go to House of Question. We can gain Salt's attention, but we need a Z story. I still have no clue where you get Z stories from. Everybody wants Z stories, but I can't seem to find them anywhere. I guess we'll go to the Hunter's Cage, so we can buy supplies for Tales of Terror, or we can get Tales of Terror for Stygian Ivory. Still not much that we can do with any of this stuff. Go to Wither, and we'll explore the town. And so, we got the grilled troglodytes again. We can try something mysterious, or we can try the shredded jellyfish. I guess we'll try the troglodyte prawns again. And so we lose 5 hunger to replete. We lost 2 terror, which puts us back down to 39. And we gain a fragment. Alright. We will gather our intelligence. We got our port report. We've got to meet up with our contact. We've got a riddling contact. And of course our fragments just rolled over, so we can't do that. Or we can take shore leave here. Oh, really? We can't get this contact done until we have 25 fragments. That really sucks that our fragments rolled over and gave us a secret right when we needed to do this. That's weak because that means we just wasted our time. I guess we'll leave port then. There's nothing else we can do here. We can't gain that port report. Let's go back down to London, and we'll make a few runs down to Godfall, I guess, in this episode and see how much money we can make. We'll also go down to the Cumaean, if I can say that. I keep wanting to say Comaean. I don't know why. We'll say Cumaean for now. Hey, speed up the ship. Let's go full. I don't got time for this noise. I don't think Codex has anything for us. The last time that we were there, I don't think we were able to collect anything from them. We'll cut in between these icebergs very, very closely. And maybe strike out slightly towards the east. It looks like there is something over here. Oh, there are no undiscovered range in the Z-Bats. Okay. There are no undiscovered island in the Z-Bats range. I'm going to go off this way. We'll kind of take a roundabout way because we're going to be at 50 terror anyways. That Lifeberg may catch up to us. I'm not really sure what to do with him. But until I've got better guns, I'm not really so sold on the fact that I can fight with him either. And so it says, this must be Void's approach. The air crackles with frosty radiations to the north. The fall stars fail in the darkness. Well, I don't see anything out here. We'll try and cut south to Demo. And while we're there, I'll take note of anything they might be selling or buying. Although we do have a pretty good run to get there. Here the wilder airs mingle with the airs of the near reaches. Demo's Gate, named for the navigator lost above. How did his bones come below? This will rest in the light of this beacon for a while. That old fury. A Zailor has run mad. She roams the ship, cudgel in hand, smashing comrades to the deck. She cries, "He is angry! Oh, he is angry!" We have to shoot her dead. Yeah, let's just shoot her dead. And so, you've lost Storm's attention. Your Zailor's weapons roar and down she goes. You recite a hasty funeral for the poor soul and her wretched victim, but who will be next? We lost 2 crew, but we succeeded in the challenge, and we lost Storm's attention, which is good. Because, as I understand it, having the attention of the dark gods in this game is a bad idea. Whereas you might really want to think that gods are watching you if they're benevolent. In this game, from what I've read so far, they don't seem to be very friendly. And so if you have their attention, that's kind of like having Cthulhu's attention. Or, you know, having Yog-Sothoth's attention or anything. It's a bad idea. It's just not going to work out for you. Let's go to the Iron and Misery Company funging station. And as we pull into port, we find tea with the factor. Sure, why not? And so we eat with the factor. We've already done that before. That's where he gives us the free mushrooms, and we lose terror for free for just hanging out with him. It's not so bad. We can gather supplies, but our terror can't be higher than 50. Are there any shops? There's the Harbor Provisioners, but that's it. Okay. Well, I guess that's that then. I was hoping, I guess we can only pick one event right there per run, and I think I mentioned about that sometime, or I think I mentioned that the last time that we were here, is that we could only really... What's this down here to the east of London? It doesn't look like we've been in there. Thornwell Croft. Let's sneak on down here. We'll do a little bit of exploration because I do feel as though we've been doing a lot of mundane stuff the last couple episodes, and so I do want to get a little bit more entertaining exploration in, because that is the ultimately, once you run out of map space in this game, I hope they do update it with a ton of DLCs and stuff like that, so the map just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, because there's so many things to do in this game that you could really kind of fill a ton of time just exploring the map, and once it runs out, it feels like a major facet of the game is over. It's sort of like the first time you explore the map on Sid Meier's Pirates. I know that's been my go-to game over the last little bit, but this looks like it's called Field Haven. Okay. Have we been here? I don't know. It was covered in Fog of War, so the Shepherd Isles. Yeah, we've been here. They said that the sheep were illegal. I remember that conversation. The shops are selling basic provisions so that you don't get stuck out here. Otherwise, they just want us to be on our way. Alright, so we've seen that. Never mind, it wasn't so much exploration as it was a giant waste of time. I'm hoping one of those shark things is down here. I want to fight one of those sharks and see what happens. I think we could take one of the sharks. And I remember them being sort of down in this region. What about the big crabs? Let's fight a big crab and see what happens. This might not go well for us, but I want to see. I'm tempted. We long hypothesized from the still glimmering corpse of this vast decapod that it disguised itself as a distant light to lure its prey close. We discovered eventually that it simply pursues its prey across the sea with a happy zeal. It evinces also a regrettable turn of speed. It's on you, let's fight it. 100 life, so this may have been a bad idea. Let's go ahead and illuminate and we'll start firing. It's probably just going to do the same thing with us. It's going to try and seek us. We can evade. Let's go ahead and fire a shot and then we'll evade. Appalling cry. If you survive, it remains in your dreams. A lunge. Ow. Okay, I don't want that anymore. Just open fire on the damn thing. It can smell fear. I don't think we're gonna make it. This may have been a piss poor choice. Oh my god, we got the worst rolls ever. Ah, it's killing our crew. No! Keep firing. Wow. Okay, that went a lot worse than I expected, and now we're undercrewed. And so we can butcher it for supplies and other knowledge. We can try and dissect it for something. For supplies and occasionally other oddities. Let's go for it. We've got 1 supply, and we've got 26 blobs of unprepossessing mass. There's probably something horrible inside, but possibly there is not. Oh, we gained a tomb colonist. You lever open the lid, and a bandaged head stirs, turns. Already its voice creaks, I'm so tired. A tomb colonist, do you have space in your hold? Yes, we do. It said we got 26 of those, though. Hold on, what? Can I open... Where's my gazetteer here? It said that we got 26 of them. I thought it was going to let me open them one by one. I was kind of excited about it. It was sort of like opening lockboxes in Team Fortress or anything else. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. This is not okay. We're going to cut west, and I just want to be away from any more crabs. It looks like they predominantly target... It looks like they really do predominantly target your crew. Oh, is he faster than me right now? I hope not. God. That was an expensive battle for 1 tomb colonist. Oh, he is faster than me. Let's go ahead and I'm going to try and cut the island close to get it in between him and us. And that'll force him for a little while to go around. I know for a fact we can't have another fight with him, so... Come on, full bore. Go! Go, you salty bastards. Sail faster. Oh my god. How about everybody to the boiler room? Please? Maybe? Maybe he won't chase me any further. Oh my god, he doesn't chase you into the light. That's so good. I've never been so happy to see anything in my life. Let's go ahead and we'll illuminate twice and then we'll go after him. Just to get our hunger back down. Our terror is looking really, really bad, so we need to make it back to port, and then we'll trade in support reports to get repaired. Not really worth the effort for a tomb colonist, but we could have gotten something more valuable out. At least we're trying new things. We're attempting to fight new foes and see what'll happen. I don't like to dither. I don't like to be that guy. And so there we are. I mean, it's better to err on the side of caution in this game, but still. Let's go ahead and butcher it for supplies so that we can gain some hunger back. And then let's truck on out. It should get stuck behind that light, I think. And I think that's going to be about it for us. So while I make my way back to London, my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Sunless Sea. I'm happy to see everybody join me each day for our further adventures of Captain Dappingtonshire. It's a pretty fun game. I've been really, really addicted to this game lately, and it's one of those games that came out of nowhere. It really came out of a fog for me. Usually the games that I'm excited about, I know about them well in advance, but with Sunless Sea, I bought it on a whim the day that it came out, and I've got to say that I'm really happy with the purchase. I'm happy you decided to join me. I will see you all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do as always.